So I think we're good. Just starting by taking a few minutes to ground ourselves. Making a conscious decision to arrive in this moment and to take the time for this time, to make the space for this space. We can allow the body to be fully supported by a chair or cushion, bed, whatever we're sitting on. Noticing the touch points between our body and the ground, maybe via your feet. Our body and whatever we're sitting on. Just in the pressure points, maybe in the backs of your legs, your bottom, your lower back. Just bringing your attention to wherever your body is in contact with the ground or with the chair or with the cushion. As we allow our body to settle, giving it full permission to be however it is this morning. And we can invite our body to bring to our attention anything that it wishes to this morning. We may notice physical sensations in different forms. Tensions or stresses, variations in temperature. We just simply allow our body to be however it is right now. Maybe you're tired. And that's okay. Your body's feeling the stress or pressure of some aspect of your life, work or personal life. And we just notice that. Just creating all the space that we need to be grounded, calm, and centered in our own bodies and aware of whatever is going on for us. I just want to take some time to remind us all of five important aspects of our self-esteem, which is our theme for this week. Remembering self-esteem, confidence doesn't really have anything to do with what we can or can't do. And has more to do with the story we're telling ourselves about ourselves, and that how we can engage with the world around us. And our informal practice this week is just to become aware of the story we're telling ourselves about ourselves as we approach a task or something that we want to do or achieve. can approach anything and say, no, that's not for me. Or we can approach the same thing and say, oh, I'd never be able to do that. I'm no good at that sort of stuff. Oh, anytime I try something like that, I always fall on my backside. The first being a confident refusal, and the second being that we've told ourselves a belittling story, a condescending story about ourselves. Just to be mindful of the story we're telling ourselves as we approach anything in our day. Could be a meeting, could be going shopping, could be trying something new for the very first time. And through mindfulness, and being aware of how we're chatting to ourselves, we can bring 5 attributes or qualities. We can bring an attribute of non-judgment. Where we don't judge ourselves for our efforts. We be mindful of using phrases similar to, I am my own worst enemy. I'm never very good at this sort of thing. Second quality we can bring is acceptance. It is how it is. I am how I am, and that's okay. This doesn't prevent us from wanting to grow and learn and improve and better ourselves. It just means that we are growing and learning and improving and bettering ourselves from a place of compassion and love and kindness. I often think if we were trying to encourage one of our children or a small child to do something, how kind, compassionate, supportive, encouraging we would be with them, how patient. Yet with ourselves, we can be sharp and short, judgmental, and we quite often should on ourselves. You should be able to do this. You should be better at that. You should be performing at a higher standard. And yet, with acceptance, we can see this is where I am, and here's where I'd like to get to. Our third quality is trust. We can trust ourselves. We can trust our process. Without fear that we will condemn or reject ourselves. Our fourth quality, a really important one in relation to self-esteem, is having a beginner's mind. It introduces the idea of curiosity. Let's see. Let's see how we go. I'm not sure how this will turn out. We can offer ourselves some space and time to make a mistake, to be unsure, I was working with a client recently, still am, and I noticed that he said, I don't know, quite a lot. I don't know. We worked on him, with him. The idea of introducing a beginner's mind to his approach to himself. And instead of saying, I don't know, we encouraged him to say, I'm not sure yet. And the shift that that made for him. So rather than not knowing and feeling stupid, in his words, he simply didn't know yet. He simply wasn't sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. And that was the introduction of a beginner's mind. And finally, as always, we have compassion for ourselves. We approach ourselves with kindness. We respect ourselves, respect our boundaries. We can encourage ourselves and support ourselves. Have a beginner's mind. Be curious. Be non-judgmental and accepting. And all of this whilst being held with compassion. So let's take some time now to practice our formal meditation. And their intention is to give some space for ourselves and to encourage and grow, to just create the environment for that to happen without forcing, commanding, or demanding. Let's take a deeper breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, allowing your shoulders and body to relax. Taking another deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to relax a little bit more. Taking a third in through your nose and really allowing your body to drop into relaxation on the out breath. Now just giving your breath permission to return to its normal rhythm and pace. Just simply being with our breath, enjoying breathing in, enjoying breathing out. And through mindfulness, we come to appreciate that our external environment is always changing. Everything just is for a split second, and then it is something new. And rather than fear this concept, we come to appreciate that this is life. If something is standing still, it's dead. Everything moves, everything shifts, everything changes. From the clouds in the sky to the position of the planet, to the cells and atoms in a flower. Everyone and everything is always changing. And we come to appreciate that we are also in constant change, a constant state of birth, growth, and death. I invite you now to become aware of your physical experience as it is, just in this moment. Our bodies are constantly changing. Even as we breathe, our bodies are moving. Cells are being born. Cells are dying. Our hair is constantly growing. Our stomach is constantly digesting. Blood is constantly flowing. Nothing is still. And yet there is a presence in us, the awareness, the experiencer of all this movement, all this change that has always been, always is, and always will be. Being aware of awareness is our highest meditation. Becoming aware that we are the experiencer itself, and we are not our changing physical environment. can bring our awareness to our emotional body. And quickly realize that our emotional body, our emotional state, is constantly moving from moment to moment to moment. Emotions come and go. And I appreciate that sometimes it feels like they can stay for a long time. But when we really look, we see that our emotions change constantly and continuously. And yet, behind our emotional body, we realize that there is an awareness, an experiencer who is aware. An experiencer who always was, always is, and always will be, unflinching, non judgmental, compassionate, loving kindness. We can bring our attention to our thinking mind. And as we look at our thinking mind, we quickly learn that our thinking mind is in constant flux, constant change as thoughts rise, appear, disappear, constantly. Our thinking mind produces thoughts in an incessant stream. And we can come to realize that we don't need to stop this stream of incessant thinking. We can simply let it happen as we become aware that behind, beyond, or below our thinking mind is the experiencer of these thoughts. part of us that always was, always is, and always will be. Through mindfulness, we can learn that we are not our external situations. We are not the experiences. We are not even the relationship to the experiences. We are not our changing physical body. We are not our changing emotional state. We are not even our constantly changing thinking mind. We are beyond all these things. We are the experiencer, confident, still, present awareness. And that everything else, although it can sometimes seem absolutely huge, is simply drama. And story and old belief systems. We can take our last minute together and just rest as awareness, as the experiencer. We can simply be. as we rise up from our meditation, I invite you to take a couple of deeper breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Just becoming aware of the movement of your body. Becoming aware of the temperature of the room that you're in. Becoming aware of your position in that room. And in your own time, when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and refocusing in the space that you're in. I encourage you now to just take a moment to yourself, just to enjoy the peace, stillness, and the presence of your awareness, yourself. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon.